Want to know why? Ask how. Howard, the Humongous. Somebody in the American government is stealing your right to go to Mars. What in the world do I mean? Well, there are 3 senators. Barbara Mikulski, Bill Nelson. It's hard to remember their names. That's why I'm rolling my eyes. And Richard Shelby. All of them come from states that have big space industry. Lots of space industry jobs. There's a problem. The space industry has become the space industrial complex. And the question is this really an industry that gets us to space? Or is it a jobs machine? Mikulski, Nelson, and Shelby think it's a jobs machine. Meanwhile, there's a little guy in California named Elon Musk. Elon Musk is a private entrepreneur. Elon Musk is one of the most amazing private entrepreneurs you have ever seen in your life. When Elon got out of school, majoring in economics and physics, he asked himself, what are the 3 most important things, the things that would do the most change humanity in his lifetime? And he answered the question, the internet, alternative energy, and space. So Elon went immediately into priority number 1 for changing utterly what it means to be a human being, the internet. And he co-founded PayPal and eventually sold PayPal. His share was somewhere between $800 million and $1.5 billion. And he skipped priority number 2, alternative energy, and went directly into priority number 3, space. Well, Elon has just announced a new vehicle to get us into space. It's called the Falcon Heavy. Elon's been putting rockets into space, private rockets into space. Elon has managed to dock the first 3 private space capsules with the International Space Station, something our government, even NASA, finds it extremely hard to do. And Elon has announced that his Falcon Heavy will be ready for launch. This is a guy who's launching rockets into space all the time now. Elon has announced that his Falcon Heavy will be ready to fly by 2014. And he's announced how much each rocket will carry and how much it will cost. And one of the most startling things he's announced is that he will take a cargo of approximately 21 tons to space. No, it's 21,101 pounds. I get mixed up about these things. But he can take a cargo of 21,101 pounds to space for $135 million. What does this have to do with the government keeping you from going to Mars? It's very simple. Barbara Mikulski, Bill Nelson, and Richard Shelby have got a little plan. It's called the Space Launch System. It's built of old pieces of the space shuttle. They are determined that this is going to be our way to get big things into space and get big things done. It's going to cost us $30 billion. There's going to be a capsule involved. That's going to cost us a minimum of another $8 billion. It's a $40 billion program. When can it get us into space? Well, it should be able to get the first humans into space in approximately 2022. 2022? This is 2013. We're not going to be able to get Americans into space on an American rocket for another 9 years. And when are we going to be able to put big cargoes into space? Oh, maybe 2,225. I'm very bad with numbers. That's a long time. But Elon Musk is willing to put a cargo to Mars in 2014. Elon Musk is planning on putting humans into space, Americans, on American rockets by 2014 or 2015. For the price of the Space Launch System, the system that can't get us to space for another 10 years or so, and that can only afford to get about 4 rockets into space, we can buy almost 300 launches on Elon Musk's Falcon Heavy. And we can buy an entire Mars program. A Mars program that will take 200 inflatable habitats to Mars, and we'll build an entire village big enough for 1,200 people. A program that will allow you to buy a ticket to Mars. Who's keeping you from having that? The folks who've stolen all that money to put into a rocket too expensive to fly. The Space Launch System that won't go anywhere for 9 years, and that will put up roughly a maximum of an entire 5 to 10 rockets, as opposed to 300 rockets from Elon Musk, in the entire lifetime of the program. It's time to let Mikulski, Shelby, and Nelson know you want your space. Screw the Space Launch System.